How's it going, everyone? Alex Julius here, and welcome back to Good Neighbor. I figured before we, head on into the Institute and take care of that business, we would wrap up this detail about Curie. And as you can see, I have stripped her down to the basis components because, well, all those extra robot parts cost a lot. And I don't want to lose them.
Sweet Pip-Boy, brother.
And as you might imagine, it was not easy getting here with a completely useless companion who floats into everything and attracts every enemy.
Your
But anyways.
The glowing sea, Virgil. What happened?
Oh yeah.
Do you know anything about decoding courser chips?
A courser chip. You fought a courser. Oh my god. Unfortunately, I can't help you. I've worked on a lot of synths, but never a courser. I don't know what that chip does, let alone how to decode it. But there are people who might. I work with a group that, well, they're the only ones I know that even have a chance at cracking Institute security. They're called...
Okay, I actually already did that.
Thanks, Doc.
You do?
I'm just gonna skip that.
Doctor, my friend here needs your help.
Oh? I'm not a mechanic. What could she possibly want from me?
Oh, this doctor can help me? Greetings, doctor. I wish to download my data and core programming into a human brain.
You want what? Is she serious?
Can you do it or not?
I won't even consider something like this unless there's a good reason.
I was programmed to further our studies of disease, pathogens, and viruses. I cannot do this with the fundamental limitations of my robotic systems. If I become human, with the wealth of information in my databanks, I hope to do much good for the Commonwealth.
A pre-war robot with your knowledge and skills plus human cognition. Yes, you could potentially save many lives. It's an interesting problem. The memories wouldn't be hard. We translate those from the brain to computers and back all the time here. It's how the loungers work. Her personality, though. All the extra pieces of robotic programmed decision-making. A normal organic brain wouldn't know what to do with them. A synth brain, on the other hand, well, it's already somewhere between the two.
So it is possible then?
Likely, even. We just need a synth. And I may be able to help with that. I've worked on synths before, giving them memory wipes so they can live a life free of the Institute. But the procedure isn't always successful. If something goes wrong, it can leave them in a brain-dead state. Living, but with no cognition. I know a caretaker for one of these brain-dead synths. If they're willing, we could try transferring your friend's consciousness into her.
I'd like to try.
We just need her caretaker's consent. Give me a day to get in contact with them. They're understandably cautious, but I think they'll hear me out.
I will stay with the doctor. Assuming all goes well, I want to be ready for the procedure.
Okay.
The caretaker should get back to me soon. She's not one to wait.
Let's just go ahead and hang out here with the lady in the red dress over there.
Hopefully this caretaker will approve of the operation.
Yeah, I'm dying. So let's eat some shit. Oops. Well. Looks like that didn't square up all of it. Alright, that should be good. Now we just need to go down here.
So,
Oh, hey.
you're the one that wants to put a robot brain in G519? You know she's a synth. We're supposed to protect them.
Glory? She wanted new memories. She knew her personality would be all but erased. These are just different memories. Perhaps better ones.
I don't know. Maybe I should just let her go.
Her sacrifice will give someone else the gift of life.
Yeah, but would she want to become a walking, breathing tin can? We fought our whole lives to be more than that.
G5's off life support right now. Her body is deteriorating. It's best if you decide soon.
Damn it. Fine. Do it. Do it now, before I change my mind.
Curie, let's begin. Curie, terminate all non-essential
Let's just see this
operations.
through.
Affirmative.
All right. Connection complete. I have access to your friend's
I must see
memories.
Dr. Amari.
G5's
Right
already
away.
been prepped, so this should
Fairly certain I've emptied her inventory.
Yes. There.
My chest? What is happening?
Just breathe. It's an autonomic function. Just let your body do what it must.
I feel so strange.
Listen to me. Can you hear me? What is your name?
My designation is Contagions, Vulnerability, Robotic, Infirmary Engineer. Or Curie.
Is that really you, Curie?
Yes. You sound so different with these ears.
Good.
Okay, Curie,
Very good.
I need you to stop walking
Now
around for a
let's
sec.
test some cognitive functions. What is 1 plus 2?
3.
If I threw a baseball at your head, what would you do?
Move.
Think of a strong memory. The first that comes to mind. Tell me about it.
Dr. Burrow was very old. He was the last living scientist in my section of Vault 81. He was on his bed, very weak. He said to me, "Curie, you must..." And he died before he finished the sentence. Oh, my insides feel peculiar. What is that?
You might be feeling grief for a friend.
This unit has no friends, but... there. My chest is tightening when I think of poor Dr. Burrow.
The operation appears successful. But I think it will take a lot of adjustment for your new friend. She may need your help to make the transition.
Thank you, Doctor, for this opportunity.
Cool. Alright.
Hey.
You need something, yes?
Hey, got a sec?
Remember, to breathe. I keep thinking if I forget to do this, no more Curie. And suddenly, all this excitement we do, there is an element of something new. What if my arm is blown off? It is not so simple to repair this now.
Robot arms.
Don't worry. I'll keep you safe.
That makes me feel... better. Calm. I will be fine. It is coming to me. Quickly, I hope. Just bear with me. I am sure my research will blossom with this magnificent new hardware.
Speaking of
Hey.
new
Do
hardware,
you need some?
take that. And... Ah, I thought I had brought some actual armor with me. Oh well.
Something from me?
Yeah, I don't care. Alright, let's grab Curie some gear before we get out of here, because otherwise she ain't gonna survive we aren't going to survive the trip. You know, especially considering I have enough gear to outfit an entire battalion already. And hey, free shit, right here.
Wash your hands after that. It
Hey,
can be unsanitary
where did-
to handle the
Hey.
disease.
See if he had anything worth taking.
Yes.
You gonna... Ah, her first day in a humanoid body and I put her in heels. What's wrong with me?
Hey.
Me.
Alright, let's... I may have done some modding here.
Be of assistance.
Alright! Now I just need to get way the hell up here. It's actually not that far. Let's just go.
detecting an increase in radiation. Oh, there you are.
Oh yeah, I also modded Curie's base weapon, so it's a little less pointless. Oh shit! Yeah, we should probably leave. I mean, you're giving up a lot of firepower by switching Curie to a humanoid body. I mean, yeah, waifu is one thing, but survivability is also nice. Said the guy who has an actual wife now. Yeah, she'll catch up. I'm gonna get the hell out of this. Get the hell out of this frame rate hell that I'm stuck in. It's nothing, shut up. You know, it's moments like this I wish I really had just spared one skill point to get the water boy quirk. Let's see, can I make one of those things here?
No mercy.
Yes! Yes, I can. Woohoo! Alright. Oh yeah, well the Brotherhood are doing their thing. Where the hell is the workbench? I think I have some... Yes, I do have some armor in here. Not much. Not much. Eh. Eh. Eh.
They can't hide from us.
Where the... Oh, there she is.
Heads up.
What?
And lest I forget, here's a hat.
Do you want?
Remarkable work, Knight. The signal interceptor appears to be complete. Are you ready to put it to the test?
Absolutely. I'm ready to go.
Your confidence is an inspiration to us all. That being said, this is the first time we've attempted to directly adapt Institute technology. When we throw that switch, we don't know exactly what's going to happen. God willing, you'll end up inside the Institute, and the mission can continue.
Nothing's gonna stop me when I'm so close to the answers I'm looking for.
Eager to get inside, huh? Good. Now, I want you to listen very carefully. Once you've entered the Institute, we expect to lose contact, so it's imperative you remember everything I'm about to tell you. About 10 years ago, the Brotherhood began recruiting civilian scientists from the capital wasteland to assist with various projects. During this process, we were able to obtain the services of Dr. Madison Lee, a noted mind in the field of nuclear engineering.
That's fortunate.
Yes, it was. Securing useful resources during wartime is critical. That said, Dr. Lee's contributions to our cause were instrumental in maintaining order in the capital wasteland. After some time, she developed differences with the Brotherhood and exiled herself to the Commonwealth. We're fairly certain that her intent was to make contact with the Institute.
What sort of differences?
Although she was working with the Brotherhood of Steel, she never formally joined as a scribe. After the capital wasteland was secured, she objected to the Brotherhood's continued military presence there. I think she assumed we would just walk away from it all. She was wrong. Your mission is simple. Once you're inside the Institute, we want you to track down Dr. Lee's whereabouts. If you find out that she's still alive, Make contact with her and convince her to return to the Brotherhood of Steel. There's a special project we're working on, and it needs her attention.
Gigantor.
I hope this is worth it.
If everything goes according to our plans, this mission will place us squarely on the road to victory. Listen to me, Knight. I'm well aware that you're risking your life going into the Institute blind. Just keep your mind on the mission, and don't let anything they say sway you from your duty. Good luck.
Locate Dr. Lee. Huh?
Heads up.
Wait a moment, please.
What is it?
What is it?
I owe you so very much, and I do not mean to sound ungrateful, but I fear I am barely holding myself together.
Are you all right?
I just don't know. Becoming a synth is so much harder than I ever imagined. At first it was a struggle just to master basic functioning. How to brush the teeth, how to operate with only 2 hands, etc. But now I am full of inconsequential thoughts, feelings. How do you do everything with this whirlwind in the head?
It literally hasn't even been an hour. It hasn't even been 10 minutes.
I hope some of these inconsequential feelings involve me.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
No.
Flirt with your genetic descendant.
And see, now my head goes ever more. Spin, spin, spin. You make it look so effortless, like breathing. But for me, it is so hard to focus, to do research. And inspiration is as elusive as ever. I fear I will never contribute anything to the world.
Hey, science isn't the only way you can help the Commonwealth.
Perhaps you're right. And together we have done much good. The saving grace in all of this is you. As a robot, I had much appreciation for you. But now, it is deeper. I am still loyal. But now I do this because I want to. Because you are my friend.
So, just friends? Nothing more than that?
I feel very funny. I must cut this short. My eyes, they are malfunctioning. Adieu.
Where were we? Oh yeah. Gotta represent. Let's see. I'll take off the helmet. Oh yeah, I forgot this one doesn't have that full suite of mods or anything. Which is why I switched out of the vault suit into the army fatigues, because of the additional, you know, ballistic weave and stuff. Let's do this
You
shit.
have your assignment, soldier. Move out.
How about I just... That'll tell me what to do.
I've checked and rechecked everything. I think the signal interceptor's ready to go. Are you?
Yeah.
Let's do this.
All right. Head up onto the platform and we'll see if I can find a signal to lock onto.
Dr. Lee is a valuable
Wanted
asset.
to get into the Institute,
If any
right?
harm comes to
Well,
her,
what are you waiting for?
I'm holding you personally responsible.
Eat a dick, Maxon. Am I on the platform? It's a platform? This is a platform, right? Yeah, I can't move.
Let's see.
Refrain
Relays
from opening
dialed
fire
in.
inside the Institute.
Beam emitters
It
warmed
could
up.
jeopardize our entire
Everything
mission.
looks green. Let me start
Go
scanning
away.
for the signal. Cross your fingers. I'm inputting the code now. Wow, there's a heck of a lot of interference and ghosting. It's gonna take a minute or two to lock in. By the way, this little trip you're taking is a heck of an
You have your
opportunity to
assignment,
find out as
soldier.
much as we can
Move
about
out.
the Institute and what they're up to. I put a clever little program on this holotape that'll scan their network and download anything it finds. If you place it in any terminal down there, it'll do the rest. Bring it back to me and I'll see if I can make sense of whatever it found.
Refrain from opening
well,
fire inside the
looks
Institute.
like we
It
have
could
a
jeopardize
winner.
our entire mission.
RF wave capture complete. Ramping the emitter. 60%, 80%. Emitter's spiking but steady. All that's left is to throw the transmit switch. Transmitting in 3, 2, 1.
Dr. Lee is a
Stay
valuable
safe,
asset.
soldier.
If any harm comes to her, I'm holding you personally responsible.
Eat a dick. Cool. Ikuze. Let's get that out of the way. I can come back and steal everything later.
Hello. I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
Damn it, if I'm going in here, I am going in here smashed.
I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression.
It's a
Welcome to the
dramatically
Institute.
slow elevator ride.
This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean. I've been looking for you for so long.
Who are you?
Sean, it's me. I'm your dad.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Those bastards, they took you from me.
What's going on? Father? Father!
I'll kill them for this. All of them.
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here, help me!
Damn it. Sean, open the door.
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the...
Concur.
Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
I could kill you. Right here. Right now.
Yes. Yes, you could. And I would be powerless to stop you.
I want answers, asshole. Now.
Under the circumstances, I will forgive your vulgarity, but I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded. It's good to finally meet you. After all this time. It's me. I am Sean. I am your son.
And the whiskey just wore off. This is not a time to be sober.
Bullshit.
Is it? After all the things you've seen and experienced in the Commonwealth? Think about it. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the sun you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality, and here I am. Raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
They stole you. Kidnapped you. Wasn't right.
Right, wrong, irrelevant. It was necessary. The Institute believed humanity's future depended on it. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
Yeah, you lost me. I don't see the point of any of this.
You don't see the connection. Let me try to explain. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
I don't believe you. There's no way any of this is true.
I wish there was something to say. I know this isn't what you wanted. But it's the only truth I can offer you.
You're lying. I know it.
Why would I lie? What would I have to gain from it? I assure you, this is the truth. I've shown you my trust. Your weapons haven't been confiscated, and I stand unarmed before you. Please, let's just talk.
Fine.
All right. Let's talk then.
I know you must have questions. Please, anything I can do to help you understand.
I don't want to hear any more right now.
Very well. The Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
I won't be a part of this. I I can't.
Why? Because of the reputation of the Institute. The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better off with us.
I don't know what to do.
I realize that. It's why I'm trying to help you. I hope that you can see that rationally. The Institute is the only thing left in the world that is worth being part of. I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. A chance to show you what I've been telling you. We really do have humanity's best interest at heart. Will you take that chance?
All right.
Thank you. The Institute is now your home, as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in Facilities, Dr. Ayo in SRB, Dr. Holdren in Bioscience, and finally Dr. Lee in Advanced Systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
Okay, so I was actually kind of pushing it really hard there. Almost burned that bridge, and I had to had to walk away from that one. Let me find a bed I can sleep in real quick, if indeed there is one up here. Okay, there's none in here. Shit. Hey. Nope. That's a couch.
Call this a clean floor.
That's a
Are your
boardroom.
visual receptors malfunctioning? Can you not see the grime and dust?
Well, I want to save before I fuck something else up. See, he asks why would he lie, and he orchestrates this whole, mindfuck here. Has me walk in thinking I found my son, and this little bastard freaks out on me. Turned out to be him, and fuck you. That ain't cool. Already came this way, didn't I? Yes, I did. Very well. Let's go meet these other people. Am I going in a circle? I'm going in a fucking circle again. Further down.
Almost done. Just need to tighten
Terminal
the
should open
primary
this.
drive servo.
That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as I'm concerned, the phase out on these older models can't come soon.
Doc.
They weren't kidding.
I don't know.
You really are
Most
here.
of them have lasted
Well,
long
all right.
past their projected
I'm
lifespans.
Allie
If you ask
Fillmore.
me,
You can
they
think
were
of me
built
as the
pretty well.
Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much, I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
I wanted to kill the son of a bitch who murdered my wife.
Kellogg always was a cold bastard. If you ask me, we're better off without him. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the Facilities Division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
I'm just looking around.
I see. Well, please do mind what you touch. Sensitive equipment here, not like topside. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the Facilities Division, I'm happy to discuss it.
I'm good for now, thanks.
Goodbye, then. Oh, I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full Gen 3 roll out.
As the Institute's requisition vendor, I can provide supplies for your missions on the surface. How may I assist you today?
Of course.
Not looking to buy right now.
It's true, I'm not. Which way to go? Which way to go?
Have you had time to examine my latest reports on batch 274?
Not yet. I've been reviewing...
Doctor.
I wonder how the
Welcome.
Warwick family is
So
doing.
good to have you here.
Young
Dr.
Wally must
Clayton
be close to
Holden,
10 years old by
head of the
now.
bioscience
It's
division.
remarkable
I
that any
can't
child
wait for
can
you to see the
survive
work
for
we're
so
doing.
long up there, don't you
It's
think?
truly amazing.
I'll reserve judgment until I know more about it.
In that case, let me give you a brief overview of what we do here. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of studies such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
Yeah, I can't imagine anything more exciting than fake gorillas.
Speaking only for myself, I find them fascinating. Of course, I might be a little biased. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is. But I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
I'm not sure. Right now, I'm just trying to keep an open mind.
It's a big decision, I know. But it's also a rare and important opportunity. No need to rush to judgment. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
No, I'm good.
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Take care, then.
Those are the
We're all
gorillas.
looking forward to
Dr.
working.
Holdren's synth gorilla project is showing promising results.
Cool.
Is it true food supplement 77 has been discontinued?
That is correct.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing. At this point, she's just doing it for fun.
We're gonna come back to that. Actually, no, I think she's part of both quests.
Excuse me, Dr. Lee?
Oh, it's you. You're not authorized to be here.
Well, that was productive.
I wasn't aware that I needed authorization.
Father may have given you the keys to the castle, but this is still my laboratory. If you plan to stay down here with us, you need to learn how things work.
Yeah,
Where are you going? I thought you wanted to talk.
I do, but not now. Well, guess I'm going to have to.
You know the protocol, sir. Authorized personnel.
Greetings, sir.
Seriously thinking of heading over to robotics to knock some heads
You're
together.
here. Glad you made
They're
it.
dragging their feet on the targeting package upgrades I asked for. Maybe I should take some courses with me.
Excuse me, Doctor.
Please don't.
So,
There's enough
there
friction
you
as
are.
it is between
Just
us
Nail,
and pretty much
acting
all the
director
other
of the Synth
departments.
Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity.
I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
Why? Don't you trust me?
I'll be honest. You're an outsider.
The first outsider to be allowed access to the Institute in quite a long time, in fact. There's little precedent for this situation, so it's only natural to take extra precautions, It's nothing personal, I assure you.
Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the Synth Retention Bureau. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
So basically, you're the secret police.
Secret police? If that's a pre-war reference, then I'm afraid it's lost on me. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless. Well, I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
I'm no stranger to combat.
Even so, a Courser should be more than a match for any single combatant. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. As if we don't have enough problems. Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
I'm good for now, thanks.
Very well.
So you were there the day the bombs fell. That must have been terrifying.
Yeah, it was no cakewalk.
Scanning unknown identity. Clearance confirmed.
Alright, let's run my happy ass back over there and talk to Dr. Lee.
And remember to record every symptom you experience.
Doctor.
Oh, it's you. You're not authorized to be here.
I'm new around here.
You must think I'm some kind of idiot. Father may have given you the keys to the castle, so why don't you just run along and let me get back to work?
Is this how you treat everyone? Or are you just putting on the charm for me?
I wasn't aware that I had to answer to you at all. You're obviously here for a reason, and you've already spoiled my experiment, so you might as well spit it out.
I've been sent by the Brotherhood of Steel to find you.
You don't beat around the bush, I'll give you that. I knew it was just a matter of time before your people would track me down. I've been looking over my shoulder for almost a decade, waiting for them to send someone like you to kill me.
Why would we want you dead?
I did some pretty sensitive work for the Brotherhood of Steel. Even though Lyons let me go, there were a few others in the ranks that thought I knew too much. That's why I came to the Institute. It was the only place that I thought I'd be out of the Brotherhood's reach and still be able to do my research. Since Father trusts you, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. I might not agree with everything he says, but I know he'd never allow harm to come my way. Say what you came here to say, and then leave me alone.
Are you happy here?
Are you kidding me? I am surrounded by cutting-edge laboratory equipment and some of the greatest minds the world's ever known. What does that have to do with why we're talking?
You should return to the Brotherhood.
Even if I wanted to return to them, why would they want me back?
Did you abandon any projects you wanted to complete?
You should know better than to ask me that. If they didn't tell you what I was working on, they didn't want you to know. I'm certainly not going to put my neck on the line and spread their dirty little secrets. Tell me something. Why would I possibly want to come crawling back to the Brotherhood? What reason would I have to throw away everything I've accomplished here?
Father trusts me, and so should you.
You're wasting your breath. I'm a scientist, not a soldier. The Brotherhood desired my creations in order to destroy, to take control. I'm not interested in returning to that way of life.
I give up. What would it take to convince you?
All right, I'll play your game. I had a colleague down here, a Dr. Virgil. Several months ago, there was an accident in his lab, and he was killed. I wanted to help with the investigation, but Father had the laboratory sealed, saying that it was contaminated. The incident never sat right with me. The more I asked about it, the more I felt like Father was deflecting my questions. If you bring me solid information on what killed him, I'll take it as a favor from the Brotherhood and consider your offer. Do we have a deal?
I know this may come as a shock, but Dr. Virgil is still alive. I met him myself.
Oh, please. Do you really think a cheap tactic like that is going to work on someone like me? Stop trying to avoid the legwork by lying. Either you get me the evidence, or we have nothing else to talk about. Deal?
Deal.
All right. Dr. Virgil's lab was in the Biosciences Division. I can give you a code that will get you into the section, but the lab itself has been sealed, so you'll have to breach it on your own. I'd tell you to be quiet about it, but your brotherhood and discretion isn't exactly your strong suit. And finally, if you get caught, we never had this conversation. Now, for the sake of keeping up appearances, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
Thank you. I'm sure that'll come in handy.
Given that the relay is the only way to access the Institute, handy is something of an understatement. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Speaking of, I trust our discussion will remain between the two of us. Now, I need to get back to work, and I'm sure you have other things to do.
I do.
When are you going to tell me about this mysterious Phase 3?
You know I can't talk about that.
Whoop.
So much research, so little time.
Gotta find the terminal.
I just want to know where the fucking beds are. I've found the damn things before. Oh yeah, boardroom.
Now that you've had a chance to see the Institute firsthand, what do you think?
I've seen my share of think tank science labs.
Oh, I assure you, none of them were quite like this place. Ultimately, all our knowledge and resources are focused on a single goal. The goal is best summarized by our motto: mankind, redefined. Unfortunately, no advancement comes without occasional setbacks. As remarkable as our synths are, they can be dangerous without proper supervision. The superior synth mind and body attempting to wrestle with something approaching free will can be a recipe for chaos.
So it's like every other wonder gizmo ever invented. When will you eggheads learn?
Have faith. Let me show you how we deal with such problems. A rogue synth has taken over the Raider gang at Libertalia. His memories have been erased, and his identity altered. He believes he's a man named Gabriel. Under his leadership, the Raiders have taken many innocent lives. I've dispatched a courser to Libertalia. I'd like you to join him and reclaim that synth.
Sure. We'll just fight our way through an army of homicidal maniacs and ask this synth to come on home.
I didn't say it would be easy. But I'm confident that with a courser at your side, you'll have no trouble. Now you should get moving. Many people are in danger, and a delay could cost lives.
Can I actually just fast travel out of here? Yes, I can. Awesome.
Dad says I'm.
Oh wait.
He is.
Oh, I can fast travel to the Institute from here. Interesting. Oh yeah, because I'm teleporting, of course. Well, alright guys, that'll wrap up this episode. I'm gonna find me a settlement and heal up and rest and do all that nice shit. And next time, I guess we'll be headed to Libertalia to mop up some raiders. So, yeah. Thanks for tuning in. I will see you guys next time.